when they hear Sandstorm and Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened, Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, the Gamecocks will put total leather to crank us up. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Clemson's offense will get the first crack at it here. This rivalry can fly under the radar from time to time, but trust me, the Gamecocks and Tigers do not like each other.
No, and it doesn't fly under the radar to the people in South Carolina, because there's always a debate of Clemson versus South Carolina and bragging rights.
Going for a big play right off the bat. Brings it down on the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll give it to the back. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Clemson just put a beat down on the Gamecocks the last time these two met.
Yeah, it wasn't even close, and Clemson's talent being far superior dominated Cocky. They got to have an answer this time, Jesse. They were embarrassed a year ago.
South Carolina just has to start faster. You're not going to beat a team like Clemson with all of their athletes if you're sleepwalking out of the tunnel.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows, a little bit back and forth, some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Going for 6. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes...
Headed to the end zone. The 4-yard line after that terrific run.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll run the option, and they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Calls his own number, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will go to work for the first time today. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back. And this defensive end can put him there often.
The run to the left. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry up. To throw, it's Turner. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
On second down, he's looking downfield. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. This defense will try to keep everything in front. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding.
Now on second down. Gets it out fast. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
When he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again, and it's just frustrating.
Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Tiger. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little...
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch.
I love it. The offense being aggressive. They're taking a shot. Good job by the QB getting a lot of air under that ball. And how about the receiver and his ability to track it?
This defense has been gashed, and they are backed up again with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
They'll give it to him again. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
But just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the big fella.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Abraham. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Abraham. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Now on 1st down after that completion. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Oh, he had him out there, and he was trying to compensate for that speed, but just a little too much distance.
That's just greased lightning, so you think, I can't overthrow this guy. I'm going to throw it out there and let him run underneath it just a little bit too far for the speedster.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
He's got it. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. He's going to pass. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass.
South Carolina, 0.
And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Caught in the backfield, it's best. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Brings up second down.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats.
South Carolina, 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Power football with the run. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass, it's Turner. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Wants to bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the RPO, complete.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. They're trying to get to him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. This offense has a 2nd down play. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quarterback adapted. Another incompletion on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And it's right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Offense getting set for first down. These corners backing off a bit. Dropping back, it's Turner. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Also 7 yards on the play. Brings up second down.
We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Harris. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Scrambling away. He's going to take off. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. On the return, it's Leon. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That incompletion leads to second down and 10. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He breaks a tackle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down on the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Got his man down the middle. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They're going to run it to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, and the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Quickly complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a deep.
Looking deep down the right side. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he's got it inside the 20. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10.
29 Philly. 2 not ready.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Fast motion from the offense. They'll toss it to the left. And the runner is down, and so... Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Ripped off 7 on that last one. Now looking at 2nd and inches. He's looking to throw. He's got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. LSU managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. Don't blame the gumbo there in Baton Rouge this week. These Tigers are to blame for this one being this close. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Breaking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. They're bringing heat. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. He's going for the big play. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the move, it's Leon. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway.
South Carolina, 0.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The offense set for a first down play. Gets open down the middle. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. They move the tight end all over. Coming out on first down with the play fake. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Got his man on the right. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Defense not showing press coverage. Getting some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll bring it back. It's Leon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Line gets set, first down. They'll try the right side. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. Oh, what a move to get room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The Tigers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Floats it out in space. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. 2nd and goal coming up. Barrels ahead. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the full. Maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up.
Check.
Quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Tiger! And the route is on. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic. And this guy is having himself a day.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Looking downfield, it's Turner. Had to throw it before he wanted. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. He's got great speed. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line.
Take over.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense.
Okay, ready?
Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
Come on, set.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Ready?
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Pocket starts to collapse. Makes the grab. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down.
At the 29-yard line. And that's a...
And the Tigers are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Brings up
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
Feeling some heat. And they got him for the sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pulls it in. It's Abraham. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. Absolutely perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Fires to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarter.
To the air, it's Turner. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. He gets a block. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return.
First and 10.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end.
Get set, get set.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll try the run. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
And you football game like these guys have all day, dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Running back searching for a hole. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Clemson set up with another first down. Red pass is complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And they're featuring this guy all day long. Now he's over 150 yards. Great job by the offense. This is a matchup. I'm going to take advantage. He's taking advantage of it all game long.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 19, set to kick it away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive. Having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board
Here
here.
comes the offense on first down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll throw it on first down, using the quick game.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Now on second and short after the first down completion. Dropping back, it's Turner. He finds his man. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain. A 1st and 10 for this offense. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Going up top on first down. Working on the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Well, he might have wanted to just let that one go to see if it would go into the end zone, but makes the fair catch at the 5. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Line gets set, first down.
Here we go.
Leaves it with the back. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
First down for the offense.
They're getting this guy lathered up. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Samuel. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. A 3rd and long coming up here. The give to the back. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40.
325.
Looking to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. The Tigers putting down a big paw print right now as they start to pull away from the Gamecocks.
Man, I think you kind of get this here we go again feeling. Clemson had the upper hand in this series for a while now. Clemson always talked about, always loved. South Carolina's got to answer.
I feel like Clemson's been winning on the recruiting trail between these two teams in the last several years now, and I think that's really starting to show itself on the field today.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. He's got his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to throw. It's Turner. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They want to just keep throwing it. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes his connection. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Harris. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't.
They got him. It's a sack. And what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on field.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent.